You guys know we have a bunch of books on our physical TBR and we just keep book shopping, so the pile of unread books just keeps growing and growing, and we felt like it was time to kind of go through all of our shelves and purge ones that we don't think we want to read, or any duplicates or books that we don't think need to be on our shelves.
So today we're going to go over all of the books that we are going to unhaul, and we know we want some to be on PangoBooks, and then the rest we're going to go and put in little free libraries around us.
This entire bag is full of books that I want to unhaul, so we're gonna go ahead and just jump right into it because there's a lot of books here.
So for whatever reason, I have so many duplicate copies of books. First up, I have 2 copies of Greenwich Park by Catherine Faulkner. I still have yet to read this, but I know it is a mystery thriller book that I did want to get to. I have so many. A twisty, whip-smart debut thriller as electrifying as the #1 New York Times bestseller, The Girl on the Train, about impending motherhood, unreliable friendships, and the high price of keeping secrets. I actually completely forgot I even had this book. I think it does sound interesting, so I will want to get to it soon. Here's my extra copy.
I think I do have a duplicate in here, but not as many as you. I have Beasts of Prey by Anya Gray, and I did find this one as a hardcover recently, so I have no more use for the paperback. I held on to it because I don't know if it's like a special edition or not, but it's a different color than the hardcover, so I don't know what that's about. This one says Lacosa was once a city of magic. Now magic is nothing more than a myth. Coffee is a beekeeper at this infamous night zoo until she mistakenly unleashes a wild and mysterious power that sends the night zoo up in flames. It sounds good. I mean, like a magical zoo. I do love Night at the Museum, so if it's anything like that, I'm ready. Either way, I don't need 2 copies though, so this is the first one I'm gonna unhaul.
The next one I have is The Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. This obviously is an extra copy that I have. I bought the box set for the series. This one didn't match the size of the rest of the box set, which was so annoying to me. Like, it's the smallest little thing, but I could not stand seeing that. I had to go and buy the UK version, and that one matched my box set, so it's all good. But the US one is still here. I have no room for it, so I'm definitely going to be unhauling this, but I'm so happy that now I have the correct size of all of the books.
What are you gonna do when more of the ones come out in the spin-off
I guess
series?
I'm gonna have to keep buying the UK version.
Up next, I have The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. Here's the deal with this one. I ended up getting this one on like a Facebook group. It's like smaller than normal paperback, so there's no real place for it on my shelf. I've kind of just been looking at it. I never really want to read it, so I think that means I need to unhaul it. I know it is a workplace romance though, and this might be a good enemies to lovers, but I haven't grabbed for it, so it doesn't need a place on my shelf, especially with the size. Come on.
Another duplicate copy I have is Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. I would never just give away my copy. This is definitely an extra copy. The problem with this one was that the publishers changed. The new copies have that matte look. Again, it's not a huge deal. Well, Lauren got me the new one and the pink one that's also matte. They honestly look better like that anyway, so I'm not too mad about it. This one was a really cute small town romance, but there was also like family drama and mystery going on. We also noticed too that in the original copies, the Things We Never Got Over on the spine is horizontal, and they finally made it to be vertical, which I think that looks a lot better. So they made the right decision.
Up next, I have books 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. Listen to me though. I'm not getting rid of these because I don't like it. I've only read the first 3 books and I'm actually loving it, but you actually got me the box set for like my birthday last year, so I've had no need for these. I'm gonna continue this series with the box set version, so either way, I don't need both this and the box set, so I'm gonna get rid of these ones. Super good series so far. I can't wait to see where it goes.
The next one I have is Addicted for Now, another duplicate copy. The problem with this one was that I ordered it from Target. They sent me one that has like a really bad cracked spine. I don't know if you can see it. If you can't, I'll put a picture on it, but this was bad. I don't do that to my books, and there's no way I'm gonna have a full series and have just one with a really crazy cracked spine on it. So I went ahead and got a replacement copy, but this copy has just been sitting on my shelves, taking up space. Y'all know we are trying to work our way through the Addicted series. We both only have one more left.
And it's the last book.
It's the last book. It's probably the thickest book, so we are at the home stretch. This is the 3rd book in the Addicted series. We talk about that series all the time too. It's 6 best friends. They live a really rich and luxurious life. It's kind of like the Kardashians. We get to see their life through like the fame and the fortune and their businesses. It's a fun time, but it's just been a long time. I'm much more happier now to see that my replacement copy does not have a crazy broken spine.
Up next, I actually have Dark Skies and Gilded Serpent by Danielle L. Jensen. Here's what happened with this. I bought all 3 books in this trilogy thinking I was gonna love it because I loved a different duet by this author. That wasn't the case. I read it sometime this year and I just really did not like book 1. I don't want to continue with this series at all and I need the space on my shelf. So I decided I'm just gonna part with these instead of kidding myself and leaving them on my shelves to rot. So I'm gonna unhaul both of these, but I do love this author's writing. It's just something about this series wasn't calling to me.
The next one I have is The Selection by Kira Cass. I finally read the first book and absolutely loved it, but I only owned the first book, so I needed to buy the rest of the series, so I went ahead and did that. So now I have 2 copies of this, and again, I have absolutely no room on my shelves for any 2 copies, unless it's a special edition. I'll definitely throw this one in a little free library though, because I think it would be so cute if I read this book at a younger age, but I also really enjoyed it at the age I'm in right now, so I think it could work for anybody, honestly.
One that I'm super excited to put in a little free library is Turtles All the Way Down by John Green, because this was the first book I ever read that put me into this reading journey, so it has a special place in my heart, and I can just imagine someone else picking this up and maybe it's starting their reading journey as well. But this is the one that I had gotten from Better World Books, and it's kind of beat. There's like writing on it, so I had ended up getting another copy of this, and there's no need for this one, so I'm gonna put it back out there in the world and hopefully find someone who needs it and wants to start reading.
This one we always highly recommend. I think every single video we have, somehow this name comes up, and it's the Fable duology. So I have 2 copies of Namesake, which is the second book in the duology. The camera definitely died because we are taking forever, but yes, I have a Namesake. I have a second copy of it. This series is so freaking good. Like you've said before, I will read anything that she writes in this world. She just came out with Saint, that was like the prequel of this story, and I can't wait to read that, and I'm hoping she's working on something else that's also in this world too. Such a great series. Another one I don't need 2 copies of.
So at some point I picked up the 3rd book in this series. This is The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest. It's in the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo series. I do own the first 2 books, but they're paperback, so I don't know why I picked up a hardcover. I suck. I'm gonna start the series. If I end up liking it, I'll get this in paperback eventually. I don't know if they necessarily are connected, but I think they are. So this one definitely needs to be unhauled. I'll probably put this one in a little free library.
My last duplicate for this video is Finley Donovan Knocks 'Em Dead. I have 2 copies of this. I don't even remember why I have 2 copies of this. I got them so long ago. This is another fun mystery I recommend because it is so different from the average one. It's like a little cozy suburban mystery, but I definitely don't need 2 copies.
We're kind of getting to the point where the rest of my books are like really random, but this is Magpie Murders by Anthony Horowitz. I see this man's books a lot. I do want to read them eventually, but not right now. It's definitely kind of beat up too, so I want to unhaul it.
My first one that is not a duplicate for this video is You Are a Badass. Is badass a bad word? I think this one would be so cute to get in a free little library. This could be an interesting one for someone who just feels like they need this kind of read right now. So I'm hoping I put it in the right free little library where someone who needs this can read it. This one has been sitting on my shelf for such a long time, and I always thought I was gonna read it, but I never gravitated towards it, so I think it's time to just let her go.
I picked this one up. I wanted to give it a shot. I don't think it's gonna happen. It's called Monster C.E. Green. We read the back and we felt like we already knew what was gonna happen. I do think this would be perfect to find though. It's like a mystery. There's a kidnapping. She has to help find her sister. It does sound interesting, but like, do I have a bunch of other mysteries that sound interesting on my shelf that I would read before this one? Yeah. So it's going in a free little library.
Next I have If I Stay. Every single time we go book thrifting, we see this book. It's not even a surprise anymore. So I think this will be a fun one to just throw in a free little library, and hopefully somebody who wants to become a reader can see it, read it, and then watch the movie. Or maybe they've already seen the movie and they want to read the book.
So I have the 3 books in the 50 Shades trilogy. I think it's a trilogy. I didn't even like these movies, so I don't know why I bought these books. I really thought I was gonna read them because they're like kind of a staple in the romance erotica genre, as the bookstores call it. I'm sure the writing is good, but I'm not gonna read them, so I'm gonna unhaul these.
The next 2 I have are 2 that I swear I have already gotten rid of, and they still end up back on my shelf.
I have some of those. I swear that we've unhauled these on the channel already. I don't know why we haven't put them in little free libraries yet, but they're the first ones to go.
Yeah.
I don't know why they keep ending up back in my room, but I can't anymore.
The Theory of Love. No idea what this is. I think I just got it because the cover was pink and I was into it. And is The Silent Wife. Like you said, does it sound like a good mystery thriller? Yes. Do I have way more other interesting mystery thrillers that I'll probably read before this? Yes.
This one was a book I read for a class in college. Never gonna finish it, so this one needs to go. How do I still have this book? This is Neil Schusterman's Unwind. I have the whole series in like the hardcover now. I don't need this one. I swear I've unhauled it 4 different times, but it's still here. So it either wants to stay with me or I'm having a hard time letting it go subconsciously. It's going today. So I've got this one, and then I've got another copy of Fahrenheit. I think I keep picking them up, assuming I don't own it yet, but I do. And I have it in a cute little paperback. I don't need this. I don't even know if they're still reading this in school. Maybe someone will need it for school. If not, it's a banned book and they can get it.
My final one, I Spy. Another mystery thriller that I think would be really fun to find in a free little library. But again, another one personally for me that I'm not gravitating towards. So I hope somebody can pick this one up and get a little reading in.
My last 2 I'll group together because they're the most random books that I own. I picked up Goth Girl because it looked like a cute little middle grade read. Probably last year around Vampathon, I thought I was gonna read it because it's kind of like a spooky kids book. I'm not gonna read it. And I think every time we go to little free libraries around us, they tend to have kids books. So I don't know if that's the target market for our area, but this will be a nice kids one. Beautiful Lies, I believe, is a mystery. It says Beautiful Lies is a true literary thriller. I'm sure it is. Am I gonna read it? Absolutely not. So these 2 they're leaving with me today. I'm parting with them. Goodbye. Unhaul. I think these are all the ones I'm gonna put in the little free libraries. These over here I'm gonna put on Pango. If they don't sell, I'm sure they're gonna end up in little free libraries anyway, but I'm gonna try first.
So we're gonna head out to some of the free little libraries around us. I think there's only like 4. We know a few of you guys have said that we should look into building our own little free library around us, and we absolutely love that idea, but we know it does cost money and we have to build the whole thing. So we're gonna look into it, and hopefully in the future we have our own little free library by us.
That would be so fun.
Stop, I'm gonna start crying.
And then we can decorate it, paint it. Hopefully that's in our future.
For now, we're gonna go ahead and stock up our local free little libraries. This is banged up.
Stop number 1. I'm getting rid of all the ones that I still have.
I will do these 2.
Next stop. And they've got a little kids one down here.
Reorganize a little bit.
Oh, Gateway to Science.
I know.
This is like a full recipe.
I'm gonna put 1 because this one's a little stuffed.
I'll put these 2. 1 for here and this one for the kids side. Last stop of the day, and we've got another kids section and full adult section. Super cute. We're gonna put in these last 2. Oh my god, if I can. There we go. We are back. We feel so much better. I feel more clean and cleansed. I have so much more room now for new books, so I'm ready to go get some.
I have a little bit more room now for new books. I think I honestly just need new shelves at this point, but I do feel better. I really hope that somebody who's looking into getting into reading picks up one of our books and it changes their lives forever.
I know, our area needs to be more involved in reading because we need more little free libraries, and every time we go, they're empty.
They're empty, or they're like children's books.
Yeah.
I'm like, where are our book girlies at? Okay?
Where? They have to be around. Once we make ours, it'll be the talk of the town because it'll be the cutest one.
We'll be on the neighborhood app and everything. Like, you gotta go to this one.
Now that you've unhauled all the books that are normally stacked here, that we need something to put in that hole.
I think I want to do something like whatever time it is. Like if it's Halloween, if it's Christmas.
Like themed?
Yes, definitely themed. Maybe some garland. Something needs to go there that's themed.
Yeah, give us ideas. That would be cute. That's pretty much going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to have our Pango linked in the description if you want to go see. We also have our book club linked there. Alice Feeney's His and Hers. That's our book club pick for the month, and we're so excited. It's a fun mystery thriller, so make sure to join if you haven't already. Also, make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time. This one says Lacosta, Econ,
Econ.
Shitani. You guys, you know I can't pronounce things in fantasy books, makes it so much harder.
If I'm gonna pay full price for a book, I want it to be up to my standards, and I don't think that's asking for too much. Where's my John? At least you got a dust cover.
You can have the dust cover. We're giving Amanda the dust
so
cover.
Salty about it.
I forgot yours didn't come
They
with one.
sent me it just like this.
Did I tab this?
You did tab it.
I suck. I'll take them out. We'll give you the dust jacket and then we'll put her in a little free library.
I mean, it's okay at this point.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh no. They're done.